Are you guys sick and tired of buying expensive connected hardware only to be expected to pay a monthly subscription fee for the right to freaking use it? Yeah, me too, which is why at every chance I get, I've been ridding my life of subscription fees. And to help with that today, Ubiquiti, the sponsor of this video, sent over their sick G4 video doorbell, which I'll be using to replace this travesty, liability nightmare of a doorbell that's been on my house, presumably since it was built. How hard could it be? To level with you guys, this really is my doorbell. We changed absolutely nothing about it for this shoot, not even the fact that it's detached from the wall. To be clear, it does work. Okay, so it works, but clearly I've been slacking. Now, my original plan was actually to replace it with a Ring doorbell, but what I realized when I went to install it was that because the Ring doorbell has this back bit that needs to be recessed into the wall, unless I wanted to hang a box off of the brickwork here, which would have looked really ugly, I was actually gonna have to cut away the brick and I didn't have the right tool for it, so this ended up sitting on my to-do workbench for months. To make matters worse, with the Ring, you're actually required to pay a monthly subscription fee, something that I just personally find really offensive when I pay for the hardware in the first place. Cable companies, of all people, are not even that evil. You just pay for the subscription and they drop off a cable box at your house. How freaking hard is that? Anyway. Okay, I lost my thread again. I get so mad. Now I can practically hear what you're thinking. Ubiquiti's hardware ain't exactly cheap, but the beauty of it is that you kind of get the best of both worlds. You get 24/7 recording with easy access from anywhere through their app, but because the storage is local on a hard drive that's here in my house, I don't have to pay a cloud access fee in order to store my data. And of course, there's the added privacy benefit of that as well. Nobody else has all the recordings of the inside, or for that matter, outside of my home. That means no, selling it to the cops or whatever else is going on out there. Now's as good a time as any to do an unboxing then, I guess. So up at the top of this puppy, you've got a 2 megapixel 1600 by 1200 camera. You've got a couple of microphones, so it actually does have two-way voice. That's a speaker down there at the bottom. It has motion sensing, obviously a button for the doorbell. This looks like one of Ubiquiti's classic ring lights, so that's probably gonna tell us, hey, it's waiting to be adopted, or it's connected, or there's an error, or whatever the case may be. And then this is cool. It's got a little customizable message little display here. So I guess you could be like, hey, leave it at the door if there's a delivery driver or whatever the case may be. Finally on the back, there's not a whole lot shaken. It's Wi-Fi only, which was actually a bit of a surprise for me, given that it's a Ubiquiti product. Usually they're like the power over Ethernet kings, but it's Wi-Fi only, and then you're expected to power it with your low voltage AC wiring that you would presumably already have for your existing doorbell, which fortunately I do. Also in the box, you've got a little mounting plate with its own level in it. Nice. You've got a, what does that look like? About a 20 degree angle mount, which I'm definitely gonna use in order to kind of point it more towards whoever's actually at the door. And I have no idea what these are.
They're just adapters for wiring.
Wiring adapters. And then so much silica gel, do not eat. Do not eat any of it. Sorry, Andy. I was just trying to make a point. Don't eat it. Step 1, breaker off. This was like the best afternoon investment of my life. I spent like several hours. I flipped off every single breaker in my house, and then I spent several hours flipping them on one by one and going and figuring out exactly what's hooked up to what, because the previous owners did such a bad job of it. It's not a map, but it's like, it's perfect. It's all I could possibly need. Doorbell, 21. Boop. Sorry, give me 1 sec. I need to grab a screwdriver. All right, so look at the way the UV degraded the plastic here. Isn't that incredible? just crumbling away. Like, this isn't even that old. This beautiful wall plate can probably go. Ooh! No, I just wanted to see if it was like flexy because it was like warped. It doesn't matter. The point is it's dead now. All right. Where'd those instructions go? Oh, they're in my back pocket. Okay. What's going on here? Oh, wait, what? This thing goes on the wall inside.
Receiver.
I see.
So that actually rings the doorbell with your ringer inside.
Okay. Seems kind of over-engineered, but whatever. I mean, I'm not gonna
They're actually pretty standard in
complain.
installs now.
Are they really? Okay, there. No, it's good, it's good. So this comes through here, I think. Like kind of there-ish. So in the hardware package, we've got 4 screws. Are these all the same length? No, a couple of them are longer. So if you're using the angled adapter, which I do need, then we'll need that one. And then a couple of anchors. So we're gonna put these into the mortar and attach this, I guess. The best neighborhood ever, totally by accident. There's so many kids here. Uh-huh. Oi! All right, I need a hammer. Ow! This poor copper is gonna fatigue failure break on me here. Okay, so that's there. And then this mounting plate goes right around here. Not a word. Wrong bit. Yes.
Team effort. Should go.
Not hard. It'll come out.
No.
No, cool. Let me get these little forks on here.
Ta-da!
Curiously, it doesn't appear to be powered.
Yeah, it's because you turned off the breaker.
Right. Hey, there we go. Got that little Ubiquiti logo on there, got that provisioning thing on there. I actually have no idea how to add this to my, oh, hello, starting up. Come get it, it's doing stuff. Ready for setup. How fun is that? Well, I already have a Ubiquiti app of some sort. I have Unify Protect. Okay, here we go. And so what do I do? Ready for setup, okay. Add cameras. Oh, look at that. Would you look at that? Set up cameras. It has such pretty little sounds. Name your camera. Do you have a chime box? Using with chime box settings enabled, but without a chime box can cause serious damage to the device. Okay, I definitely have a chime box. Are you sure you want to install with chime box settings enabled? Yes. Okay, to receive notifications, enable, sure. Push notifications. Hello? Hey look, my wife's working. Look at that. See, look at her working like that. Let's see if she picks her nose. It's now updated and connecting to the Wi-Fi again, and it's done. So we can go all the way from, wow, actually, that is a wide angle. That's a wide angle camera. It can see me here. I am literally in line with the wall. Isn't that crazy? All right, so then by the time I'm here, it's actually got a pretty good look at me, and then it's got me all the way to the point where I'm standing at the door. That's fantastic.
You got a parcel here.
Oh, come on in here though, Andy.
Okay.
The ringer box is flipping out right now. Can you hear it?
Oh yeah.
Colin, do you want to kick it one more time?
Yep.
Okay. It's amazing how quick that notification comes through, but yeah, I can see what's happening. It's not quite giving it current for long enough to bop the bottom plate here. So unfortunately, there's no obvious way in the app right now to tune this. So you can adjust the night vision. Oh, did I mention it has night vision? I mean, like all of the other cameras that I have set up, but yeah, it has night vision, you know, overlays, status sounds, microphone, stuff like that. But there's nothing about how long it sends this pulse for. Should I just like stick that right there? You think, does that look okay? Or you know what, I could probably just like tuck this in here, right? Think I can get away with that? Oh yeah. Ha! Clean! On a pro tip from Ubiquiti, I took out my 10 volt amp transformer and replaced it with a 30 volt amp. And yay! All that magic doesn't happen on its own though. One of the requirements for a Ubiquiti setup is some kind of controller. So for myself, I've got their UDM Pro or Dream Machine Pro. So there's my hard drive bay. That's what stores the data from all of my cameras. It's got a built-in 8-port switch as well as this uplink here that goes to my fiber box from my ISP. And then it also links up with my other switches here, including this USW Pro, so that handles power over Ethernet for all my cameras and PoE powered switches and that stuff. Hey Colin, wanna go ahead? Okay, so we're simulating the experience. Here we go, I'm sitting here at my computer, If I happened to be watching it, I would actually see him there, but. Doorbell ring, there we go. Notification on the phone, somebody is at your front door. You got a delivery for me there?
Yeah, it looks like some LTTstore.com merch.
Hey, LTTstore.com. Hey, just because it's a sponsored video doesn't mean we're not going to sneak that in there. Is it good stuff?
Oh, that's great. I mean, there's a little model and then like a hoodie. So much stuff.
All right, thanks, Colin. Oh, this is cool. I haven't actually tried this yet. Leave package at door, do not disturb, custom message. So you can just throw whatever you want up there. That is so cool, and it stays for 1 minute. Oh, cool. I could have also used my computer for this. So there's the two-way voice activation. Here I can take a screenshot, and then I can also adjust all the settings for this puppy. Hue, sharpness, saturation, HDR, brightness, etc. This is what happens when I turn my notifications off for a yes. I'm very popular. Other settings we can adjust. This is a really big one for me. I like being able to have the time on my, my camera feed. As well as the camera name. Just makes it a little bit more convenient when you're looking at one of these views where you've got a whole bunch of different cameras, so it's really quick. You can tell at a glance, hey, look, it's that Andy guy filming me right there. You can adjust the frame rate and bitrate though. I set it to 30 FPS. You can tell it when to record, how motion events should trigger things, which zones you want to have be your motion zones. Like I wouldn't want this one to necessarily you know, ping me every time something goes on over here, but maybe something every time something goes on here. And then finally, you know, firmware updates, you can disable the microphone. It's pretty cool. You know, just in case you're not comfortable with that, even though all the data is just going to your own server. I've had a great experience working with Ubiquiti, both in a sponsored capacity, thanks Ubiquiti for the sponsored video today, as well as in an unsponsored capacity, just upgrading my network, my Wi-Fi, as well as my home security system. So if you guys want to check out their stuff, we're going to have Ubiquiti's store linked in the video description. They've actually got a new store in the EU, so in addition to the hundreds of products that they've built out for their Canadian and US stores, now if you're in the EU, you can buy from Ubiquiti directly with a 2-year warranty, free express shipping, a 30-day return policy, and updated pricing with lower prices pretty much across the board. They've even got an early access store where you can get exclusive access to products early in limited supply. So go check them out at the link below. Thanks to Ubiquiti one more time for watching this video, and thanks to you guys. Wait, I guess they also watched it, but sponsoring it, and thanks to you guys for watching it.